Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we're going to take a look at The Guild 3 by Golem Labs. So, what it is about. The Guild as a franchise is a series of games that let you take control of an European dynasty of merchants in the 15th century and make them thrive by whatever mean you deem necessary. So before we go any further, I need to issue a bunch of warnings. It is important to notice that the game is in development and the early access we got now is to that. There are bugs, the game tends to crash, and plenty of major features are missing. So if you just want to play and have fun, I would advise to wait a bit, it's a bit too early. And if you don't know the franchise, The Guild 2 Renaissance is your way to go. I've got a playthrough of it on the channel if you want just to take a look. Yet, if you are a fan and want to support the devs, we might get improvement fairly quickly as they planned one major update per month. And it is a game which I really didn't expect to have a sequel. I thought the franchise was buried with the second episode. Seeing that they are actually doing something out of it is just already amazing to me. I don't know if they are going to be able to put it off. I would definitely love to see a game which would be as deep and as complex as The Guild 2. Yet we'll need to see how it is going to happen. So we're going to go and try to begin a single player game. I'm not sure we'll be able to go very far because, as I was saying, the game is crashing a bit. But let's just try it. Alright, let's just create a new character. We've got 3 cities to choose from. We've got the city of Magdeburg, Augsburg and London. We're going to choose London not only because it's the easiest to pronounce, but also because it's the biggest one. And the city on the average seems to be a lot bigger than the one in the Guild 2, so we're going to explore a bit. Nonetheless, we've got a bunch of difficulty mod here. We've got also 2 different game mods. I don't really know if there is a difference between these 2 yet, but we might see more. So let's just keep going. So we've got a character panel which is going to be a bit different from the previous opus. We've got stats, we've got agility, intelligence, perception, charisma, when we had plenty of diverse skill in the previous opus, yet the skills are still there, they are just not working the same. So we've got still our different classes. If we just take a look here, over there, it's not really well highlighted, but we've got our 4 classes. We've got food preparation, handicraft, herbalism and rogue. And what is pretty cool is that we are going to be able to evolve on all of these trees. We are not going to be locked to a class. We'll be able to move between these and spend our points to make us more efficient in different ways. We've got also a bunch of options for customization, not too much, but I expect them to expand that. So we've got a male and a female. We've got also a bunch of different voices. We've got a different kind of face. We can change the size of the character. We can go for different clothing. We're going to just go quickly through this page and pick up one. We're going to also go for different kind of clothes which are respecting a bit more the custom of the time than the previous one. These are pretty good. Let's just go for this one here. We're going to change a bit the color. I might want to go for something which is a bit visible. I'm not sure. Nah, we'll not find any. So we're going to go for this. We're going to change a bit the faces. Right, can I get the beard back? Is there a better one? Nah, not really. Alright, let's go for this one. Okay, then I'll just check if I can go for maybe a family campaign. It seems to be interesting. The free game was a bit bland right now, but hopefully we'll find something interesting. So, city smell of freedom, found a powerful dynasty, long distance trader, warmonger, the long search, becomes the ruler of the city. We're going to go and try to found a powerful dynasty here. And let's go for it. It's very familiar. I know this sound. Alright, so let's just begin here. So the dialogue is just going too fast. I cannot really possibly read it, so we're just going to let it unfold. And I just so we've got the market over there. Got plenty of little houses over there, and I personally like the new art style. It seems like an improvement from the previous one. It seems to be working a lot better together. My only concern here is visibility, because there was something in the previous opus. It was full of color. All the dynasty had colors. The house which were of certain dynasty had colors as well, and it was giving the game a lot of. It was a lot more clear to read. So we've got a little house over there. It seems this is our first house. We're going to be able to do a bunch of things with it. I'm going to pause the game for a sec. Here we go. So we can just take a look at the city for a bit. So we are beginning for now out of the city. Where is the big city? Oh, it's over there. It's really big. As I was saying, so the maps are just so much bigger. I'm going to give you a little view of the map here. So we've got different areas. We've got the South District, the Tower of London, Central London, surrounding region, Harbour, trade routes, Maidstone. Let's keep going. Chamfold. So these maps are overall much bigger. The thing is that when I see this map, I really don't know exactly what I'm looking at. It's not as clear as it was. We can actually, I think, show different dynasty on the map. There is some kind of filter. Seems not to be working well for now, but let's just go back to the regular game. I hope the UI is going to get a lot more improvement, because for now it is a little bit of a pain to use, but let's just focus on what I like for now on this early access. So really, I like the way the game looks. It's just feel pretty good. If you just get a bit closer, we've got plenty of little flowers, there is grass and stuff, people are around with clothes which are definitely fitting. We've got plenty of different character. I think the AI is going to get an improvement on the second patch we are going to receive, the one of November. So we cannot say we are going to experience the AI as it is going to be. We are just going to go with a version which is going to be less advanced, I believe. So let's just put the speed on normal here, and we're going to go and try to make a bit of money. So we've got a character with we've got our little information about his social status here. We've got where he lives. He lives in the area of Maidstone. He's single, and if we just go on these little arrows, I'm saying that because I had a bit of trouble to find this. We've got other areas, so if you want to equip something, here it is. You need to put your dagger in there to equip a different kind of medals or clothes and stuff. We've got also 4 space for to carry things. We've got a cart over there. And these 3, I don't really know what these are about, but we'll probably discover that later on. We've got also our stats here, and this one is not used for now, but we'll find out later on. Anyway, let's just begin to make a bit of money. So at first, you need to go to your house to get your character. You can press 1 and 2. 1 to go to the house, 2 to go to the market. It's quite handy if you want to sell stuff, which is going to be a necessity at first, because your character is going to be able to produce things. Let's just get into the building here. So there is no 3D interiors like it was the case in the previous opus. I don't know if it is just placeholder or if we are going to get things which are going to be much more detailed. We'll see. And nonetheless, let's just get out of this house and let's try to create something out of it. So we've got a farmhouse. With the farmhouse, I should be able to build stuff. I've got a few resources to begin with. I need to send my character to the house so we can do stuff. So we can produce dagger, fittings and torch to begin with. We have a bit of iron and wood here. So we're going to be able to produce a bunch. I'm going to select these daggers. I'm going to drag them to my character here so we can actually begin to produce these. So it is how it's going to work for different shops. We've got also add-ons here which are going to be basically the upgrade of your house, so we can make fire protection stuff. We've got burglary protection, as I was saying. There is plenty of placeholder. We can see it with a TMP on the right. Temporary stuff, privacy protection and stuff. We're going to be able to add extra storage, add extra slots. So it could be useful if we were to manufacture more things. But for now, we'll just stick to that. We've got a bunch of daggers which are being produced. I might want to use one of these for myself, so I'm going to just, let's see, I cannot move that away, no I cannot. Okay, so we're going to change it, and then we'll try to go to the house, if I can. Okay, I failed.
Nothing but work.
Better. But I still need to reach the inventory, right, and it seems not to be possible. As I was saying, the UI seems to be a work in progress. There is a lot of things to do, and I'm basically struggling with everything. So let's see, we've got a bunch of daggers already. I'm going to put these into my backpack And what is pretty cool is that when you are going to carry stuff, you are going to see it. So let's just bring the guy out there, and if I get a bit closer, we can see that the guy is actually having a little bag on his back. Just rotate here, so it's going to be possible to see, let's say if you are a robber and you are going to be on roads to steal things from people, and you are going to be able to see which one is going to carry stuff. So let's go to the market. We are going to follow our little character over there. Oh, there is also FPS view. It is there. I think it could be useful if you want to see a bit better how the city is going to be. Yet we are going to stick to that view. I'm going to follow him nonetheless. Alright. And we should reach the market very soon and be able to sell these little daggers. So currently there are much better ways to actually oh, wait a second, I'm not going to sell these right away. We've got something to do first. We're going to try to equip one of these, because I will need one of these if I want to do things. Okay, good. And we're going to sell the remaining bits, because currently the best way to make money is really just to attract people. So we're going to use this little icon here to unload all our goods, but we could also double click, get all of these and just drop them in there. We could do that then. Okay, we're getting a bit of money, but frankly the best way is just to, let's just bring our little guy. So basically at first we don't really need to buy a business. We are going to be able to do it, but if we want to accumulate a bit more money, we can actually buy stuff and create these daggers or torch and things. These are going to be obviously less expensive as we are going to overflow the market, but it's still working. But if you really want to make money, let's just find somebody which is actually rich enough to be splendid. We've got Martin, we've got Jonathan. These are not really the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody with a bit of money and not guards. Let's go around the market. Maybe there is somebody which could be fitting. Okay, who's that?
When I grow up, I want to be an executioner.
Okay, 9 years. It's not really... nah. Okay, we could go to London. We could go to London, actually. As I was saying, these maps. This is one of the things I really love with these new opus, the size of the map and how pretty they look. I've been seeing people saying that the game was not pretty. It's not, let's say it's not 2017 pretty, but I feel like it's still pretty. And look at these boats and stuff. Okay, so we're going to go and visit a bit the big city here. I've got my little character which should be running that way. Ah, I don't like it. Anyway, let's just keep going. So for now, really the strong point I feel is trouble here. I should not be able to do that. So the really strong point for me is really the graphics here. Okay, so while he's running, I'm just going to speak a bit about other bits of the UI. We're going to try to follow the guy, and I've got things here. So I was speaking about skills earlier, and it is another point I really like with this new opus. Is you've got your titles here, which are going to increase as you're going to gain XP doing stuff, and each one of these titles is going to grant you, let's say, more possibility to have businesses. So you can only have, I think, at that grade, I'm not sure even if I can get any businesses here. Where was it? I may run one business when I'm a yeoman. I'm not yet a yeoman. I think I'm a commoner right now, so I cannot actually own any kind of business. And as we're going to progress, we're going to be able to own more and more businesses. So we just need to accumulate XP to spend it in this tree here, which is not that bad. If you just take a look, there is plenty of things to learn, and hopefully they will expand on that. I quite like the icons, which are quite pretty. I like these. And if we take a look at these, we just need to, let's say, if I want to learn a bit of this frog tree, I can just click here. I'm going to learn it. It's going to burn my XP here, and then I will be able to maybe learn fighting XP. Let's go for it. I'm not sure if it is working properly, because I should probably not be able to, you know, unlock all this thing right away. I'm not even sure I'm unlocking these, but, you know, it seems to be working in a way. What is that? A veteran. Could be useful. Nonetheless, let's just go back. So we've got quite a bunch of skills. We've got 2 of these, which are military skills, seemingly. Maybe not. Wait a sec. Street smart, anxious level. So these 2, I think, are necessary for the rogues. We've got probably over there some skills for the diplomacy and stuff. Rhetoric, big willing, eloquence. So these are going to be quite useful, I believe. We've got also a bunch of crafting skill over there. We've got handicrafts, herbalism, and cooking stuff here. So we've got a good variety of skills. Then let's just take a look at the second one. We've got quest as well. So for now, I don't think I can take any, but if they were to expand on this, it would be very interesting to have a bunch of quests to give us a bit of diversity as we play through the game. We've got also a diary, which is some kind of timeline, but for now we've been unable to do anything with any other dynasty, so I believe it's not going to be very interesting to look at right now. We've got also Dynasty Book. So Dynasty Book, for now it seems to be kind of a placeholder. It's working. We can just take a look at these different dynasties. There is not so much to see because these dynasties are pretty early. So we've got only single character which are going to be working on getting a much better dynasty. You can see there is quite a bunch. And hopefully as we are going to progress, oh, interesting, we are going to get more and more info about these guys. So this one here, can we get some more info about that guy? Yes, he's a treasurer of the city. We'll just see about the political office later on. We've got a few relationship here. We've got he's neutral with all of these families. We can see that he has, I think, a bunch of things in different districts. Isn't it the case? Oh, maybe it is just relationship with different area. I'm not sure here. It is not really explained, and we don't really have any way to understand that yet. Then we can add filters to be able to just see a bunch of characters. So we just want to see the commoner or the citizen or the nobles, or maybe if there is more than one city, as I believe we are going to get probably more maps which are going to be composed of a little bit smaller city, but maybe more. So we can maybe filter by city. So there is interesting thing to see here. And then we've got the society books, which is going to be about the guilds, which I was not using so much in the previous opus, but I believe that might be interesting use to do with these. So we've got already Merchant Guild member here and Order of the Free Knights member here. Alright, then we've got the budget book, which on this side seems to be working pretty well. And then we've got the politic book. So as you may have noticed if you've been playing the previous opus, the tree seems to be a bit wider. We do not, maybe when we are going to play on smaller city it might be smaller, but if we begin in London it's quite big already. We even got, let's see, who's that guy here? Can I get a little info about that guy? He's a sovereign. So we've got a sovereign here plus all the council member and stuff which are going to be over there. This is going to be separated in different kind of, let's say, minister, and it seems to be quite well done. I'm looking forward to see how it is going to work. And let's keep going. So I did not really do much with my character yet. We are going to take a look at the combat for a sec right now. Just need to find somebody which is going to be rich enough to give us a bit of money. So let's see, I'm just over there. We've got Carrick Shutter. Oh, that guy. Isn't he the sovereign? Yes, he is the sovereign. Can I see his stats? Okay, he has a gun. Nah, it's not the guy to attack. I'm going to get slaughtered. Okay, so it's interesting that I'm just next to the sovereign. So let's just try to find somebody which is going to seems rich enough to give us a bit of money to begin with. I don't know if we can actually get more than 250. I never get any much more. So who's that guy here? Oh, not bad. Wait a sec, buddy. No. Okay, let's just come over there. We're going to go with an aggressive action here when I'm going to be close enough. Do I have the... I do have the dagger, but I should be able to attack the guy. Social activity, regular activity. Don't tell me I don't know how to fight, because it was the whole aim of the thing. Okay, maybe it's not working when you don't have the right amount of skills. So let's just take a look. I don't have so much to spend here. I could try to remove this. It's not working. Okay, let's just take another look. The mouse wheel is not working here, so you need to drag and drop. It's not very practical. Let's just go back here. Alright, well, I'm going to go and pick up that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Okay, so is it working now? I'm not sure. Seems not to be the case. Okay, anyway, let's just go back. I'm going to ask my character to go back home with just the press of a button, and I don't know where I live, so I will need to... oh, I might be over there. Okay, I was lucky on this one. So as I was saying, there is a clear issue of visibility. I think they should just maybe put back the flags which were used in or do something about it to be able to see which family. Maybe filters on the map to see what family own which building. It would be quite handy. We can press space. Oh, my mistake. It's going to be possible to see the flags, so it's okay. It's not bad. My mistake. It is possible to read the map a bit better by just pressing space, so it is a thing. Nonetheless, let's just go back. I'm going to build a new business because it is what the game is about, building business and making them work properly. So we're going to choose one of these business. We're going to go for all of them. I can probably not own all of them because I'm not skilled enough, but we could probably go for something, hopefully. Even though I don't have so much money, I should just be able to... okay, I need 500. And I've got... okay, I'm not too far. Okay, so when I'm going to be back home, let's just go quickly. I will try to make the remaining bits of money. We'll try to... where am I? Should not be too far. Should I? Okay, almost back home. Alright. We've got a few more UI thing on the right here. If we just take a look, we've got the main menu here, but we've got also buildings here. So we can see what we own, what kind of natural resource there is and stuff. We've got so in the previous game it was just picture of the different buildings, so we're able to just jump through each other. It was really handy, and I believe it should just have more space on the screen to be used. There's two marketplace over there. It is quite an important part of the UI of the previous opus. You've got dynasty member here. You can see that we've got only one. We've got transport to handle our carts and our wagons. And then we've got Guildopedia, which is basically the help to learn how things work. Let's just remove a bunch of these. Okay, so I'm back here. Let's just try to attack anybody so I can just show you a bit of... okay, let's just pause the... Gabriel, is he... there is no sword on that guy, so he might be the one I'm looking for, even though I'm not able to attack. No, I'm not able to attack, I forgot, my mistake. Okay, so we are not going to attack anybody, so we are lacking a bit of money, and the only way for us to make a bit of money is to go back to the... I'm going to press on space all the time to try to pause the game and unpause it, because it was the way it was working before. So we'll just need to buy a bunch of things. So what we need currently is a bit of iron. Is it? Yes, it is iron. Okay, so let's just buy something like 5 here. I can carry 5 of each. It's not perfect. I need 2 for each dagger, I think. We need also to bring a bit of wood. I just find it. Oh, it's just over there. Okay, a bit of pine wood here. Okay, done. We've been spending a bit of money on that, so let's just bring it back home. And let's just try to make a bunch of these daggers. So No, I don't want to look inside, I just want to do something. So let's just click again, and over there. I'm not sure the icon here is going to be very self-explanatory here. Okay, so I've got a bunch of logs which are waiting for us, and a bunch of iron ingots. So we're going to have the right amount of things. So we're going to produce as much dagger as possible, but we would be able to choose a number if we don't want to exhaust all of our resources, which is quite good. It is an improvement over the previous opus. I could also hire people, but frankly at that point it is a waste of money, so we are not going to do it. And I'm going to be able to sell these daggers, let's see, over there, wait a sec, for 53, so I'm not making a huge profit on that, I'm just making something like 4, so it's probably a bad idea to go for these. Do I get something, no, 1? It's going to be relatively difficult to make money here. 5 by 5 is going to take a bit of time. And I don't think there is many buildings which are going to enable you to harvest, let's say, primary materials, like it was possible in the previous opus. You were able to maybe pick up flowers or cut wood and stuff like this, which were giving you basically free stuff to make things out of it, which was quite handy. In this one, I don't think I can actually make... oh, wait a sec. Can I do something with that?
Stop clicking me!
Come on, buddy. Okay, so we've got a lumberyard here. This is the kind of building I would require, but I believe it is probably just so much more expensive that I can do. That's what I can do. Okay, let's go back home. Where was it? Oh, it should be hidden behind this tree, which is not helping. So we've got 6 dagger. I'm going to... I do not have anything else to produce, so let's just bring these back to the market and sell these. If we're lucky, we'll get... enough to... oh, I need to click on the guy again.
Nothing but work.
Alright. So we'll get enough maybe to produce a building, to explore a bit more how it is going to work. Okay, just the market. Just take all of the daggers and just put... okay, we've got enough. Let's just take a look. We should be able to make some kind of business here. So let's try to make something which is going to work well. So carpenter, I've been trying this one, it was not really working well. So we're going to try to go for, let's see, alchemist, mercenary quarter, scriptorum, to be interesting, bake shop, crit craftsman hut, herb hut. I think maybe we could go for a foundry. What am I lacking here? I need metal walking. Okay. Or I could go with a craft as well. And for the craft I need agriculture. Okay, we're going to try to go for the craft, as at least I will have the primary materials here. So we need to learn agriculture. So to do that we'll need to go to the skill tree. I'm going to remove all of these if I can. I cannot because I do not have the experience to do so. So we are just going to go all the way up there. I need, let's see, where was it? Apothecary, scribe, medicine. So these are scholar schools. Let's just take a look at farming. Okay, here we go. Just go for this and this. I'm pretty sure not going to stick, but maybe we are going to be able to make the business work nonetheless. Okay, so let's see what... so we still cannot. Okay, so maximum number of business reach. Oh, I do not have the right amount of skill to do so. So what we're going to do, we're going to, where am I? Buy a bunch more of these logs. So I should be able to level up sooner. Just want 5 and... okay, maybe not 5, maybe 4 is good enough for now. And I'm not going to sell this one, I will lose money. So let's just take the last one. Wait. Just one more, please. Good. Let's go back home and let's just produce a few more of these daggers. It is more to make a bit of XP than to make a bit of money, because frankly it's not going to give me much money. I'll just speed up a bit. And let's just drop these. I could just unload this into the house. I've got an unload button here. And let's just produce a few more daggers.
That won't take long.
Alright. Let's just speed up a bit. So I'm probably getting a bit of XP. I don't know how much, so...
Stop clicking me!
Come on, buddy, just be friendlier. I don't get much info. I would definitely love to be able to right-click on the character, as I was able to in the previous opus, to be able to see all the information in the same place, because just going through 4 little menus like this is not as pleasant as it was. Come on, buddy. Alright. It would be nice also to be able to maybe sell your manpower to other buildings, to be able to maybe make a bit of money out of it. It would be practical at first, at least. Thunderstorm. Interesting. Didn't know that one previously. So let's take a look at my little cabin here. We're going to check. I've got 5 daggers. I should have my character back here, so I can just go and sell these daggers again. Wait, okay. Just one. I want all of them. Where is it? I don't know. Okay, good. Alright, let's just pick it up again. Just click on the guy. It seems to me the thunderstorm is just slowing down a bit the way the game works. Can I just go with that? Okay, it's working. Just pick up all of these daggers. I could just unload them all. Oh, wait a sec, I've lost my guy here. Let's just go manually towards the market then. I hope the thunderstorm is not going to last long, because this is just making a lot of trouble to my game here. Come on, just want to reach the market, and I've got too many notifications here to actually be able to do anything. Come on, marketplace, let me in. And where am I? To the market, please. Come on, buddy. Okay, I'm there. Let's just unload again, and I've got a bit more money, and I'm still a commoner, so I will need to buy more planks, and I will need to also... Come on, planks. Just bring them over there. With a bit of luck I will be able to buy 5. Alright, let's just go with these. I want to buy 5 as well. Okay, let's just return home. Come on, just exit. I hope the game is not going to crash too quickly. I would still be able. I would still be able to. I would still like to be able to actually build this little business here.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Finally some work.
Oh, my mistake. I know it's just lagging a bit. I'm in fast forward, so I'm going fast, but the game do not like it, I believe. Let's just finish to produce these. Let's just slow down the time, so I'm not going to be so much in trouble. Let's just pick up all of these daggers. Yes, it's working better. It was just a slowdown because of the speed of it. Because there is plenty of simulation which is happening in that kind of game. As the whole point is to simulate all the character and just allow them to do the same thing as the player, which is something I really love about this series. Okay, let's just go to the market again. We are advancing a bit, so we should be able to reach the yeoman rank quite quickly. Let's just sell all of these. Alright, so we're making a bit more money. Let's just buy a bit more, so we'll maybe be able to make a much bigger trade. So it's true that if you are just beginning as a rogue, it's just much more profitable to attack people. But it's working as well. Let's just speed up a bit, so we are going to reach our house a bit faster. Alright, and let's just unload everything, produce these daggers.
Naturally.
And for now, I don't know if there is much ways to actually let's say, be able to marry other character and stuff. The social activity are quite limited, or at least they were quite limited. We've got change clothing, compliment someone, bribe, or just give a present, and I can go to sleep in my house currently. So I believe as we are going to evolve through the skill tree, we are going to get more options. But it was not very clear how to make our relationship evolve with character when I tried. So we are going to try again. I'm just going to try to make this little business happen soon. If you take a look up there, there is a little bar here which is going to tell you if you are producing things. This one is quite useful. Alright, now I'm a yeoman, so I'm going to be able to make one of these businesses. Let's just see. Let's say I want to make a craft. And hopefully it's going to be a trade I can actually make. Nope, because I don't have the right amount of skills. But maybe, as I've been producing plenty of daggers, I've got experience points. No, I don't. Let's see. Oh, I'm actually getting some. It seems, I'm not sure if it is true, but I feel like I'm just getting XP when I choose a skill. I don't know, it seems to be strange. And I'm going to be able to do that, but it's going to take a bit of time. So I don't know if the game is well balanced yet, I don't think so. So can I actually build any of these businesses yet? Seems not to be the case. I'm lacking plenty of skills and not so much money, it seems, because these are not really expensive. If you just take a look, I've been doing a lot of money already, and the bigger ones are not that expensive. Not owning any of these buildings, I need to check because it is not always obvious what's belonging to you. Now, I cannot do much, so I need to continue producing these daggers if I want to be able to. Let's take a look at the. Look at it, it's pretty in the winter. I like it, and it's a lot easier to read. I would definitely love to be able to cut that tree over there, but I don't think it's going to happen at any time. I'm clicking on me. Why am I clicking on me? Open building. No, I don't need. I need to. Oh yes, I need to sell these daggers. So let's just pick them all. Okay, it's not reacting. Where? Okay. Am I in normal speed? Yes, I am. Okay. There is one point where it is reacting and the other one where it is not. No, and do not want to return. I want to go to the market. And that way we'll be able to sell even more daggers. Alright. Okay, let's just unload all of it. I'm still making a bit of profit, but not too much, as you can see. I'm not sure which one I think I'm selling for. Purchase, sell. I'm going to sell at 53. No, it's strange. I'm producing these with. Let's just go back to the. No, wait a sec! Don't leave. I've got things to do here. So as I was saying, I'm producing these for. I think I need 2 of each for a dagger, so it's quite expensive to produce. Yet it's giving us XP, and hopefully it's giving me. Oh, you see, I've been equipping the skill, and now it's working on that. Food preparation. I'm producing daggers, but I'm getting XP for food preparation. It's quite strange. I don't know what I think about this. Okay, let's just see. Where is my character? It should be there.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Get in. Oh, here he comes. Alright. Let's just get him a few more of these irons. Let's just bring these over there. I want 5. Buy. I want 5 of these as well. Alright. Okay. And we're going to go back home. Alright. What I should try is maybe to show you a bit of these interactions. There is something I like with new interaction things, is that when you're going to use them, let's say I'm going to compliment somebody. I think there is a woman just over there, which is called Odette.
Yes.
Yeah. And oh wait a sec, it's not okay. What's going on here? I'm stuck. So it's not going to launch any kind of cinematic. It's going to be just like that. You can zoom a bit. It's going to happen, and you can monitor it or not. So it is to your it's a choice. And I'm not sure it's working well because they're just saying hello and there is nothing. There is no improvement or anything. I'm going to click on edit to check, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Can I click? Come on. I'm not even able to click on come back. Oh, yes I am. I'm just not clicking right. So she's a commoner. You see, there is not so much information about her. I would definitely like to know more, maybe about the dynasty if there is one or something. Anyway, we need overall more, oh, my mistake, more information about what's happening in the game. It seems mandatory, and I would really like to see maybe colors coming back for the different dynasties, so we can, you know, spot somebody directly with his clothes in the street and just know that guy is from a friendly dynasty or that guy is from an enemy dynasty. I know these guys, they are going to try to harm me or something. It would be very nice to be able to read the game more easily. Anyway, I'm back home. Let's just try to do a bit more of these daggers, and I'm not sure we're going to go much further today. Maybe we'll try to wait for the next patch to see what's going to happen. And am I producing these? I think I am, but I'm not sure. Did I press no, it's not. Oh, my mistake. Here we go. It's going to work now. He's not able to produce these because these matches were not in the storage, so it was not working well. So if I had a cart, I could be able to probably just produce a lot faster, but the cart is going to cost me a bit, I believe. Maybe I should try something. I feel like maybe the cart mechanic has changed a bit. If I was to maybe buy one on the market, maybe I could be able to bring more matches here. I'm going to try that.
Nothing but work.
If we don't see a business today, maybe we'll see a cart. Alright, let's see. Let's just get a bit closer. Just slow down a bit the time, so I've got more time to do things. Yes, we've got a bunch of cards, but they are quite expensive. Maybe not that much. I might be able to... Yes, it's not that expensive. We're going to go for the little one here. We've got also riding horse. Oh, there is 0, so I cannot buy one. But if we were to, let's say, we could buy a carrying bag. We could buy the hand cart or a horse cart plus a horse. So this is quite good. I like it. Let's just take a look at the other resource we can go for, because there is quite a bit. I quite like it. We've got also a bunch of weapons, much more than before. I believe there are shields, there are guns, we've got crossbows, we've got axe and swords, we've got also long swords, mace, so there is a lot in rapier, nice. So we've got a lot more different things, plus I believe we are going to be able to change our clothes, which is quite cool. I wonder if there is going to be any mechanics with it. Maybe depending on your clothes you are going to be well regarded or not. It seems to be an interesting thing. We can, oh, dogs. Oh, interesting. So I believe we are going to have plenty of interesting mechanics with all these items we are going to be able to produce in different kind of businesses. It's going to be interesting here. Alright, yet as I was saying, we are going to be waiting for the patch eagerly to see how the game is going to evolve. And let's take a look. Am I still in the market? Yes, I do not have anything to buy really. I could buy a bit more of these and we could keep going through these, let's say, dagger building things for a bit, but I'm not sure it's going to be very interesting. So I believe we are going to conclude the video for today, because I'm not going to be able to unlock any building yet. Maybe we'll do another one if I manage to make one of these business running and make it work well. But I really hope we're going to get plenty of update to see the game progress a bit and expand. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe, and until next time guys, have fun!